It began with a single good intention. Dear University President, I was reminded yesterday of how often university professors and students, and I suppose intellectuals more generally, become particular targets of human rights abuses. I thought too of the singularly important role that European refugees played in the intellectual development of our university in the 1930s and 1940s. Then I thought with some regret that there was little chance today of equally bright professors from Algeria or Kenya or East Timor or Bosnia or any other part of the world under intellectual or political threat finding their way to our campus. But I wonder if our university couldn't do more to increase the chances of this happening. If one of our dearest cherished values is academic freedom, and if we also pride ourselves on being one of the world's greatest universities, couldn't we make it possible for professors in exile to come to teach here, at least temporarily, at least as a first place to catch their breath and think what to do next?
I got several threats warning me to be silent.
I had to stop teaching.
The classroom was no longer safe.
After I presented my work at an international conference,
I was charged with acting against national security
and spreading propaganda against the regime.
I have had my teaching materials confiscated.
I had my phone and movements put under surveillance.
I have received threatening calls.
When you begin researching these kind of issues, you know there's a certain risk on yourself, and you accept that.
Soldiers broke into my house. I was absent, fortunately.
A couple of months later, they repeated.
If we miss you twice, you can be sure that we will get you on the third time.
When somebody threatened to kidnap my son, that was the turning point.
When I ended up at my past campus, it changed my life.
I was fortunate that the world took note of my case.
We saw how people could trust each other.
It gave me oxygen.
This opportunity is literally a lifeline.
To return to my career.
To be silent for a scholar, that's worse than that.
I think I owe it to my fellow scholars to tell you that I was lucky.
I was lucky.
Words can never describe my gratitude.
To support,
advocate for,
and protect other scholars just like myself, for giving me the chance to live in freedom.
June 2000. We resolved that there should be established a permanent network of universities, colleges, and centers of research, study, and teaching. This network should dedicate itself to protecting the fundamental human rights of scholars and others engaged in the community of ideas. This network should devote its greatest energies to assisting scholars facing the most grave threats to their being and to their profession by providing positions of personal and professional sanctuary, such as to assist scholars in resuming their careers. This network should, in addition, charge itself with raising respect for academic freedom, higher education, scholarship, and the free exchange of ideas, and with promoting advocacy in defense of academic freedom and the human rights of scholars. This network should be known as
Scholars at Risk.
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 Scholars at Risk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.